Chicago has long been a city known for producing some of the most influential figures in hip-hop, and Chief Keef stands at the forefront of the drill movement that reshaped rap in the early 2010s. While he's widely credited with bringing Chicago drill to the mainstream, Keef's rise to fame was also tied closely to street life, run-ins with the law, and growing up surrounded by real danger. In today's video, we're diving into the story and criminal history of Chief Keef, from his early life in Chicago to the legal troubles that followed his fame. Chief Keef was born Keith Farrell Cozart on August 15, 1995, and raised on the south side of Chicago, specifically in the O Block neighborhood, part of the Parkway Gardens housing complex, a notorious area known for gang violence. He was raised primarily by his grandmother, as his father was absent from his life. Keef showed signs of independence early, recording music by the age of 5 using his mother's karaoke machine and cassette tapes. Despite being a child, he was exposed to the harsh realities of the streets, growing up surrounded by gang activity and violence. Chief Keef is widely associated with the Black Disciples, a well-known Chicago gang. His neighborhood, O Block, is heavily linked to BD territory. Many of his close associates, like Lil Durk, Lil Reese, Fredo Santana, and King Von, were also tied to the same gang infrastructure. As drill music became the voice of Chicago's street culture, Chief Keef was seen as one of its rawest and most authentic representatives. His lyrics often reflected real street experiences, and unfortunately, those same experiences bled into his personal life and criminal record. Chief Keef began uploading music to YouTube in his teens, and quickly gained local attention with tracks like Bang and 300. However, it was his 2012 breakout hit I Don't Like That put him on the map. The song caught the attention of Kanye West, who did a remix featuring Pusha T, Jadakiss, and Big Sean, instantly giving Keef national recognition. At just 16 years old, he had already become one of the most talked about rappers in the game, but at the same time, his legal troubles were just beginning. Before blowing up, Keef was already in trouble with the law. In December 2011, at age 16, he was arrested for pointing a gun at police officers during a foot chase after allegedly firing a weapon. Officers claimed he turned and aimed the gun at them, leading to charges of aggravated unlawful use of a weapon. Because of his age, he was placed on house arrest rather than being held in juvenile detention. During this time, he started uploading music videos from home, including I Don't Like, which ironically took off while he was confined to his grandmother's house. After his rise to stardom, Keef continued to struggle with legal compliance. In 2013, just months after signing a major label deal with Interscope, he was sentenced to 60 days in juvenile detention for violating his probation. The violation came after he was filmed shooting a firearm at a gun range in a promotional video for Pitchfork, which was a direct breach of his probation terms from the earlier weapons charge. Pitchfork later removed the video, but the damage was done. Keef was sent to juvenile detention in January 2013. Keef's legal problems didn't stop with weapons. Between 2013 and 2014, he faced multiple drug rig-related charges, including arrests for marijuana possession in both Atlanta and Chicago. He was also cited for various traffic violations, including driving under the influence, speeding, and driving without a license. In many of these cases, Keef was either let off with fines or short sentences, but continued to show a pattern of run-ins with police. In 2014, after repeated failed drug tests while on probation, Keef was ordered to attend rehab for marijuana addiction. He initially entered a facility in California, but was later transferred to another location in Orange County. During this time, Keef tried to clean up his image, moving to Los Angeles, cutting ties with some of his Chicago circle, and focusing more on music production. However, critics noted that he still found himself loosely tied to violent incidents through his affiliations. While Keef himself wasn't directly charged in many high-profile shootings, his name was often dragged into the spotlight. One of the most publicized incidents was the 2018 shooting at the W Hotel in New York, where Keef was targeted by unknown shooters outside the building. No one was hit, and Keef wasn't injured, but it added to the list of violent altercations surrounding his name. Many believed this was tied to an ongoing beef with Brooklyn rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine, who allegedly put out a hit on Keef, though nothing was legally proven. In recent years, Chief Keef has tried to stay out of serious legal trouble. He's focused more on producing, signing artists to his Glow Gang label, and expanding his brand. However, as of 2023, he still had occasional legal hiccups, including unresolved warrants from older traffic and court violations. Despite that, he's shown signs of maturing and separating himself from the chaos that once surrounded him. Chief Keef's story is a complex mix of talent, tragedy, and transformation. From the streets of Chicago's South Side to becoming a cultural icon, his life has been shaped by violence, fame, and resilience. While his criminal history played a major role in his image during the early years, it's his music that left a lasting impact on hip-hop. Whether you see him as a product of his environment or a pioneer who opened doors for a new wave of artists, there's no denying that Chief Keef changed the game for better or worse.